All right, today's date is July 14th, 2022. In Wilbarger County, Texas, I call cause number 29512 in the interest of Thaddeus Francisco Martinez. What says the state?
The state is ready.
Present in person or by audio and video is Tori Regino. Are you ready to proceed?
Yes, ma'am.
The court's file reflects that Augustine Martinez was served with notice of these proceedings back on March 17th of 2022, St. Patrick's Day. However, my understanding is that he's in TDCJ or in jail. He has not made an appearance today. This hearing was set at 1:30 and it's now approximately 1:35, so we are proceeding to default. You may call your first witness, Ms. Ware.
The state calls Tori Regino.
Ms. Regino, do you solemnly swear or affirm that the testimony you're about to give should be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you. Go ahead, Ms. Ware.
Ma'am, would you please state your name for the record?
Tori Regino.
Okay, and you are the mother of Thaddeus Francisco Martinez, born December 20th of 2019. Is that correct?
Yes, ma'am.
And who is the father of that child?
Augustine Martinez.
Okay, is that Augustine Isaiah Martinez?
Yes.
Okay, and he also signed an acknowledgement of paternity probably at the hospital, correct?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. And do you know where Mr. Martinez is currently?
Wilbarger County Jail.
Okay, do you know why he's in the Wilbarger County Jail?
For taking a prohibited weapon to school grounds.
Okay. Have there been any family violence issues regarding Mr. Martinez in the past?
Yes, when we were together.
Okay, when did the two of you separate?
We separated June of 2021.
Okay, when the two of you were together, what sort of family violence issues were there?
He would put me in chokeholds. He punched me in my head a couple of times. He left holes in a bunch of my walls and doors.
Okay. And when's the last time he's seen the child?
I believe it was back in March of 2022.
Okay. Was that when you were present?
Like with him?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. And prior to that, how often would he see your child?
About every 2 to 3 Sundays a month.
Okay. Was that at your house or what did the two of you do to arrange that?
His aunt's house.
Okay. What's his aunt's name?
Grace Calville.
And where does she live?
She lives in Vernon, Texas on Neighbor Street.
Okay. And are you requesting that based on these family violence issues and Mr. Martinez's lifestyle that the court order supervised possession at this time?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. What gives you concern regarding Mr. Martinez's lifestyle or behavior about him having unsupervised visitation?
I know that he keeps guns at the house where he stays at, and he was selling drugs prior to going to jail.
Okay. Are you also, based on Mr. Martinez's behavior towards you when you and he were together, requesting non-disclosure findings so your personal information, such as addresses and phone numbers, won't be in the order?
Yes, ma'am.
Have you ever had a restraining order or protective order?
No, I haven't.
Okay. If the court would order supervised visitation for Mr. Martinez, what day of the week would work best?
Saturdays.
Okay. From what time to what time?
From 4 to 6.
Okay. Is that every other Saturday or just every Saturday?
It could be every Saturday.
Okay. And are you requesting that the court order supervised visitation until further order, until somebody comes in and changes it, basically?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. And Is there anybody else other than his aunt that could be doing supervising, or are you okay with the aunt doing the supervising?
I'm also okay with his aunt, yes.
Okay. And would she be willing to do that?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Do you have any family in the Vernon area, Ms. Rahino?
Yes, ma'am.
Who do you have there?
I have my parents, my both set of grandparents, and a few aunts and uncles.
Okay. Go ahead, Ms. Ware.
Would any of your relatives be willing to do the supervising?
My parents would.
Okay, and what are their names?
Melody Rahino and Furman Rahino.
Okay. And do they live in Vernon, I guess you said?
Yes, ma'am.
Do they know, does Mr. Martinez know what their address is?
Yes.
Okay. So if it was placed in the order that visitation shall take place at the maternal grandparents' home, he would know where that was?
Yes.
Okay. And how is your child insured for medical insurance?
He's on Medicaid.
Okay. Do you have health insurance available at an employer or through any other means at a reasonable cost?
No, ma'am.
Okay. And I've made you aware that since Mr. Martinez is currently incarcerated, we can't order any current child support and medical support. You understand that?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. But I did also explain to you that once he's no longer incarcerated, we could come back to court and get child support started up. You understand that?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. But you are requesting that the court order Mr. Martinez to pay retroactive child support from June 1st of 2021 to May 30th of 2022. Is that correct?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. During that period of time, you and Mr. Martinez were separated and he sent you no support for your son. Is that correct?
He would send money here and there, but it was every once in a while, very rarely.
Okay. How much money do you think he sent you all together over that period?
Maybe like 300 total.
Okay. And we've calculated retroactive child support for that period of time of $2,475. Is that correct?
Yes.
And are you requesting that the court grant a judgment in that amount and order Mr. Martinez to pay that at $75 a month beginning the 1st of August of 2022?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Is there anything else you want to tell the court I haven't asked you about?
No, ma'am.
Okay. Do you believe that these orders are in the best interest of your child?
Yes, ma'am.
Your Honor, state rest subject to closing argument.
Ms. Rahino, do you have problems with Mr. Martinez knowing your phone number?
No, he knows my number.
Okay. All right. Based on the testimony, then I do find that Augustine Martinez is the legal and biological father of Thaddeus, in order that established for all legal purposes. I do find that there is a history of domestic violence in this case, extending in the most recent, in the 2 years prior to his incarceration. I'm appointing Rahino as a sole managing conservator and Mr. Martinez possessory conservator. I'm ordering visitation on the 1st, 3rd, and 5th Saturdays of each month from 4 to 6, supervised by an adult that Ms. Rahino chooses. Ms. Rahino, I don't want you there.
Okay,
I want
understood.
somebody else there. And
Okay.
it's to occur at the maternal grandparents' home.
Yes, ma'am.
I'm going to require Mr. Martinez to give you at least 48 hours telephone notice of his intent to exercise visitation.
Okay.
I'm granting the non-disclosure. I do feel that someone on your side of the family is less likely to tell Mr. Martinez when you will be coming.
Okay.
I'm trying to limit the contact that you have with him due to the nature of the domestic violence.
Yes, ma'am.
chokehold and is very serious.
Yes.
I'm ordering Ms. Rahino to continue to carry the Medicaid for this child. How much are you requesting in reimbursement? Oh, it's zero, isn't it, Ms.?
It's zero right now because Mr. Martinez is incarcerated, Your Honor.
All right. And I'm ordering zero child support based on the fact that he's currently incarcerated. However, I'm granting a judgment for retroactive child support of $2,475 to be paid at $75 per month starting August 1st of 2022. I'm granting the non-disclosure. Is there anything else we need to include?
I don't believe so, Your Honor.
All right, and the 48 hours notice to Ms. Rahino is to be by telephone.
Okay.
I'm waiving court costs. Is there any other relief I need to address?
No, Your Honor.
All right. Ms. Rahino, do you have questions?
No, ma'am.
Okay, great. Ms. Ware is going to prepare that order for my signature and I'm going to sign off on it. You should get a copy within the next 2 weeks or so. If you don't get one, call the Wichita Falls AG's office and just remind them to send one to you.
Okay.
Good luck to you and to Thaddeus.
Thank you, ma'am.
All right. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.